Hey adventurers, Jonathan here at Night Knowledge. We're back with episode 2 of Wildermyth. In the last episode, I helped put out some fires and helped Hunter fend off a mutated deer. Fork found a magical book full of folk tales and used his magical infusion powers to defeat a mutated boar. We ended the video trying to defeat all the enemies at Torius Bridge. Let's see where our adventurers lead this time. Let's get started. Okay, so from the last video, as I said, we went to Torius' Splinter because there was some fire there, and we found some more mutated beasts. We defeated them, and we searched the area and got some additional rewards. Now, at this point, we just followed the chapter's goals, which is we want to scout Cur Arches and clear all hostile sites. So all these sites here are hostile, and Cur Arches is right here. So we can go right here right away, or actually what I'm going to do, as per my last video, we're going to go recruit someone. So I'm going to go over here. We're going to travel back to Torius Bridge. And time is going to pass. So here's our new recruit. And bookish peacemaker stats. So we are going to customize it, and as per my friend, we are going to name him Blorg, and we will, let's see, I won't really randomize too much, I won't spend too much time on this. Let me just change up his hair a bit, maybe give him some. So recruit's gonna add. Are you worried that we're going to be overwhelmed? That's worse than what we thought. Come on, it's plain numbers. The more of us against them, the better. Plus, I would like someone else to talk to while you and Knight are making up new verses to Old Bella's Hatchet. The stars were beginning to come out by the time they got back into Torius Bridge proper. Good thing we got in when we did. Looks like most people are still out and about. Maybe we can knock out this errand sooner than later. Wait, you're back already? You wiped them out that quickly? Or you didn't give up, did you? What? Of course not. Good. That would have been distressing news. Actually, we're back because we're looking to expand the company. What about you? You look virtuous. And you could probably fight with that thing in a pinch, right? Probably. I'd always thought of myself as a grower or builder, but I suppose I could for the right cause. And there's not a lot else keeping me here right now. It's the season when a young man has to figure out what to make of his life. And this season has brought a lot of changes. Can't argue with you there. It would be good to have help. We've learned a bit out in the wilds so far. We can have someone get you up to speed. So we can train Blorg as a warrior, hunter, or mystic, and my friend Eric was telling me he'd like it to be a mystic, so he'll be a mystic. And let's see, so whenever you get a new guy, you get to pick a skill for him right off the bat. We got Myth Weaver, Humanist, and Spirit Blade. If I read it quickly, I'm going to pick Humanist. That will allow his interfusion, a magical ability, to become more powerful when used on human items, instruments, and accidents. So there we go, we have Blorg to join our team. And so once again, the chapter, to complete this chapter, we need to do what it says up here. So we have to scout this area, and we have to clear all hostile sites. That's here, Linden Cliffs, Fog Oak Forest, Cloudy Hammer Maples, Donny Hammer Fields, and Sprock Field. These are mountains, lakes, mountains. Now the problem is, we are actually going to need to make probably at least one set of, or a bridge, right, or a pass through this mountain range, and that'll cost us time. Time is important because, as you can see, there's this thing called a calamity card, and infestation. So as time goes on, these 2 meters are going to go up, and if this fills up, then a new card is going to come out, a calamity card. So let me pull that up. So enemies will basically get a buff. Either there'll be more of them, more powerful, or like new units that will spawn. So right now there's 1 calamity card on the board because it's just the start of the game, and it's these mutated boars right now. But as time goes on, more cards will come up. So the longer you take, your guys might get stronger, but at the same time, so will your enemies. When this one goes up, unless you pay enough legacy points, which is 5, there will be an invasion of enemies, and they will pick some area, some spot on the map to attack, which you have to defend. If you don't defend it, then they will take over or destroy your control of it. If you do defend it, you'll have to usually face off against a lot of enemies. But let's keep going. We're going to go to Linden Cliffs. We're going to scout it out. I can pick who I want to go there, but I like keeping everyone together right now. So scouting, time is passing by. It's been revealed, and now we have to clear it. So we're gonna assault Adwen Dam. So we select who we want. Here's a thought. Maybe Adwen Dam isn't as dangerous as we believed. Crick. Creek. Crash. Huh? Where'd Blorg go? Down here. Blorg's step has broken the hidden coverings of a hunting pit, and he's fallen scuffing and scraping into a dark, rocky hole. How far down are you? Oh, far enough. They need to be careful right here. I've put us all in danger. We're close to where those things were spotted. If this is a trap, it might be risky to try and get them out. So we got some options. Let's leave them as bait. So Fork has a 71% chance to successfully climb down and help him. I don't think that's high enough for me. Hunter suggests let's be methodical, safe, tie together a rope or something, or we can just leave him down as bait. We'll leave him down as bait because he's the new guy. Explain? What? Hello? Did they? Dark shapes have gathered around the hole. Now! So probably it's only going to be the 3 of us versus the 4, but we get these combat modifiers. So all foes suffer 2 damage to start the mission, that's great. And all heroes flanking attacks, this combat deals 1 damage. I'll hopefully show you what flanking is in this game. So it'll show you the enemies that we're facing off against. 1 sommelier, which is kind of like a ranged spraying guy. And we got spectics, kind of like melee bone guys. They're kind of like bone machines. And that is an elemental. It's going to run away from us. But if we can catch up to it, he will give us the option of upgrading our weapon to that elemental type, or we can get a 1 legacy point. So I always like upgrading my melee guys. I feel like melee guys are extremely strong in this game. So we're going to run up. Okay, so we caught the leaf spirit. If I didn't do this, the next turn is just going to get farther and farther away. And we only have 4 turns to catch the spirit. Thanks for the exercise. I was feeling a bit doughy. So see here, I get to choose a legacy point on the right, or I can enchant my pickaxe to make it a leaf axe. Tier 1 leaf axe, which we'll do. So here we go. This is called the Black Hue, a well-made axe imbued with the wild growing spirit of leaves. So each element has its own special effect when you cause a critical, once again called stunt. So the leaf element will, if you cause a critical, it'll give you 2 temporary health to the hero. So this is obviously better than my pickaxe for damage and for the critical effect. I'll take that. Okay, Hunter, we are going to move forward into the green, and he's going to use Silk Step. This allows him to ignore armor when he's hidden. And here's magic, or sorry, fork. And let's see. Being that there's no enemies right now, I'm just going to move forward. Okay, so there's no enemies right now. I'm going to go here. I'm going to open the door. And there's the enemy. I'm just going to use Guardian. So if anyone comes within these spots adjacent to him, he'll be able to do some damage. I'll move Hunter just right here. And Fork, let's see if Fork... We'll move Fork a little closer. Oh, I can't see the enemies. Okay, we're going to interfuse. Remember, the mage doesn't cast like fireballs or lightnings. He uses his magic to interact with objects in the environment. As you can see, there's tons of stuff in the environment. And depending on what he infuses himself with, he can do different types of attacks. So we got buckets. So we can shred some armor, do 2 damage, or the cabinet. No, this all sucks. We might try this. This rubble, we get a bone lance, which has 4 range, so we wouldn't be able to touch him though. I don't think any of the things can hit him. So we'll do the buckets. And let's see, can the Splinter Blast can touch him, so we'll do that. So we shredded the armor. And that means that the one less armor to block him from. But he did do 4 damage to magic. That's not good. So I'm gonna move. Maybe if I can move him a little bit back. Interfuse with the rubble now. And we're gonna use Bone Lance. And let's see, Bone Lance can hit only one of these guys, unfortunately. Here's that guy. And he dodged part of it, which really sucks. Hunter. Hopefully 69% is good. And he blocked. Wow, we're really in trouble. Okay, I'm going to move here. Once again, remember, the blue shield means that we are walling, which means we take 1 less damage from enemy attacks. We're going to let the enemies come to us. And he got poisoned somehow. Fantastic. The Guardian activated. Okay. Damn. Okay. Nice. I don't know how Hunter did that. Because Hunter did not have any sorts of thing, but whatever. Oh, Blorg has joined the fight. Where'd he come from? Or where is he? I don't know where Blorg is. Anyways. So Knight defeated the last enemy. And that's combat. Everyone gets some experience. If we had less heroes, we'd all be getting a little bit more experience as usual. We got some Link Mail, which is warrior armor. We only have 1 warrior, but it should be better. So technically we'll be slower and less chance to dodge, but we have much more armor, and that is what's important right now. So almost entirely linked metal rings with some vulnerabilities, but mostly solid. Hefty but flexible and not too cumbersome. Okay, so new armor. And at the end of each combat, some of your enemies are improving their strategies, like they're learning from you, just like you're learning from them. So in the next mission where we face off against this type of enemy called the Morthagi, there's going to be this new unit called the Watchmen. So I believe the Watchmen, they are good at ranged and melee. And it's added to the deck. So there are, as you can see, 4 different types of units. The Gorgons, lizard men type of things, the bone robots, and these are kind of like insects, underground insects. So Adwin Dam has been done. We can now secure the place. So whenever you complete an area, you can secure it, and securing it will get you some resources at the end of the chapter, which allows you to upgrade your gear. And we can choose to either find an item, which will take longer, or we can work faster, get it done faster, so we don't have to worry about those charging meters. But we're going to spend time, because I like getting more gear. And let's see what we're going to get. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Adwin Dam has proved rewarding. Plenty to satisfy the curious, chance to rest our bones too, which was nice. So this place had 2 heartwood and 1 spell threads, which we'll get at the end of each chapter. We also found this Fern Shadow Talisman, which gives us +5 to dodge. Let's see. I kind of want to give it to Hunter, because he'll be in the... he'll be like a skirmisher, kind of like in the middle. Not super far back, but not super far forward, and he'll need the dodge. So, and you can't see it on this. I think this is it. The talisman is this thing right here. I love how all the gear that you have equipped shows up on you. So if you have rings, you'll see the rings on your fingers. If you have a cloak like a hunter does, you'll see it on his back. So there we go. So Adwin Dam, and now we're gonna go to Muddy Plow Hills actually, and we're gonna go. We're scouting. A new calamity cart will be showing up. So it has been revealed, and now we're going to assault Weather Tier Stell. We're using our whole team. And let's see what happens this time. Daybreak as the heroes reach Weather Tier Stell. Okay, I'm stumped. What possible reason could the Gorgons have for lurking all the way out here? Maybe they have a summer home up here, you never know. There, I see a campfire ahead. Let's move in. Maybe we can catch them unawares. I'll take point. Knight and Blorg with me. The rest of you flank left. Hang on. That's no campfire. What is it? It's a creepy weirdo fire altar thing. Duh. It's beautiful. I think my grandma had one of these, but whose didn't? Free me. What? Me? We are kin. I feel your passion, the drive that never lets you rest. It burns inside of you, a pure, unquenchable flame. Just like me. Free me. Okay, so we have the choice of either stopping Hunter from freeing this fire thing, or to free it. And Hunter's gonna do it. Let's go for it, Hunter. Hunter, no! Fire needs to be free. Hunter, are you okay? Yes, Look at him. I feel amazing! Look at his arm. So he's become part elemental, looks like. Great. I stick my hand in a fire. I get burned. He gets that. Guys, I don't think the Gorgons are happy we messed with their fire thing. Don't worry. Right now, I feel like I can fight them all myself. So the combat modifier, all foes get +1 hit point. These are the enemies we're facing off against, the mutated boar, raccoon, and the deer. And actually, if we look at Hunter a little closer now, he has this new ability, Flamesoul. Fire twists inside of Hunter, just barely contained. So his left arm, it has been modified. Also notice he no longer has his bow. He now has a crossbow because of his hand. If he held something in his hand, it just like light on fire. So now he has a crossbow of the equivalent level instead. But his left arm does have an ability. He can cast Cone of Fire, dealing 2 to 4 magic damage, and it has a range of 4. So, and as the chapters progress, he will be able to choose whether he wants to progress this transformation and possibly become fully elemental or flame souled. So let's start this fight. Who wants to go first? We will let Fork go first. He'll open the door. Doesn't look like there's anyone in here, so we'll just move closer in. I'm gonna move all the way in front, and then I'm gonna move Hunter right behind. You know what? And let's become hidden, and we'll have Blorg go right behind. Now the problem is when we open the door, everything's going to be revealed, and there's at least 3 enemies. So this might be a bit dangerous. Where do you think they are? Let's go right here. Oh no. Oh, okay. I picked the right spot to attack or to move. So I can either guard or I can attack the boar. Hopefully this will be enough. Nice. So he stunted, meaning that he did a critical. He did extra damage, which is fantastic. Let's see. I'm going to move Hunter here, and we're going to do actually Cone of Fire and hit these two guys. So it did damage, not a ton. It did quite a bit to the raccoon. And what's great about this is that now there's fire on the ground, meaning that when the enemies take start their turn, any enemies on the fire is going to take 1 to 2 damage. I think 2. So let's see. Let's move Blorg here. We're going to interfuse with this fire. Oh, did I? No, I did not interfuse with the right thing. I interfused with Discus, or with this Tentacles, which is okay, because he has the ability of Discus. It does 5 damage, and it also hits another nearby enemy for half damage, which is perfect. Well, that's what we want. So hopefully this works. We want to hit the row, and hopefully it'll finish off both of them. It did. Good job, Lord. So we killed both of them right off the bat, and Fork doesn't have very much room, so we are going to interfuse with these Tentacles as well on this side. Just so you know, mages can't interfuse with the same thing. They have to interfuse with separate items, and I believe they can interfuse with 2 things at a time. There are passives that gives them the ability to interfuse with more items. Anyways, Fork has interfused with the Tentacles. We're going to use the same ability, Discus, on this boar. Great shot. And that should be it. Victory. More experience for everyone. Okay, and we got an item, Moon Willow Ring. It gives us plus to speed. So let's see. I kind of want to go a little bit faster, so that like when we find those spirits, we can run into the room and not worry about dying, like take too many hits and dying. We also have the ability to salvage it and get high. So once again, we use these resources to craft at the end of each chapter. But I'm going to give it to Night right now. And as you can see, there's the ring, which I absolutely love being able to see. Is that the last of them? Looks like it. Ha! Told you we could take them. Eric, you're so cocky. Okay, so are we going to talk about that? What's to talk about? The fire called to me. It knew me. Whatever it is, its flame burns with the same passion that has always burned within me. This just means my outside finally matches my insides. Yeah. Still not the weirdest thing to happen to us, but it's up there. Just nobody else touch anything strange for a while, okay? Guess you'll get to start all the campfires from now on. A duty I will gladly take on. So new calamity, the raccoons got smarter. They're going to have more armor and warding. Warding will protect them from magical damage. Okay, so we got to watch out for the Gorgons. Okay, so we are going to secure Weather Tear, and we're going to go search some other areas, most likely Fog Oak and Cloudy Hammer Maples. I think I'm going to end today's episode right here. Thanks for joining me today. Check out the rest of my channel for other videos on Wildermyth, video games, board games, and other fun things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.